Hello everyone, I welcome you all to my channel Revealing Concepts. In today's video, we would be starting with a new chapter, that is chapter 5, Probability. In this video and the next video, I would be covering the important and basic concepts of the chapter Probability. So this and the next video would be focusing on the introduction part of the chapter Probability, after which we would be solving the practice sets one by one. So let's start. Now, here's a situation that is given to us, which is that let's consider that there are total 100 days and these 100 days have been taken collectively or consecutively. So let's say in the past 100 days, there is certain kind of weather that has occurred, meaning that there were 70 days jahan pe there was rainfall and there were 30 days jisme there was no rainfall. Now these 70 days are not those consecutive days. 100 days में कुछ 70 days ऐसे थे जब there was rainfall and there were 30 days when there was no rainfall. Now let's say on the 101st day I am in a confusion कि मुझे umbrella carry करना है या नहीं करना है, whether I am supposed to carry an umbrella or I am not supposed to carry an umbrella. There's a question in front of me. So exactly what am I supposed to do? So what I will be doing is, based on the previous observations of the 100 days, जहाँ पे 70 days पे there was no rainfall and 30 days पे there was rainfall, I would say that there are 70% chances कि on the 101st day it is not going to rain, whereas there are 30% chances that on the 101st day it is going to rain. So I have come with a possibility of 70% that it is going to rain, and there is 30, it is not going to rain, I'm so sorry, and there is 30% of possibility that it is going to rain. And based on that, I would be taking a decision whether I need to carry the umbrella or not. Now, why have I given this example, or why am I explaining this scenario to you? So here everything revolves around the term possibility, and possibility is nothing but probability in mathematics. Now here it was kind of simple कि आपके पास 100 days है, उसमें से कुछ 70 days पे there was no rainfall and 30 days पे there was rainfall. So overall it was easy for you that maybe on the 101st day it might not rain, because the possibility of not raining is more than the possibility of raining. कुछ 70% chances है कि 101st day पे rainfall नहीं होगा. Based on that, you might not carry your umbrella, right? So this entire concept of possibility in mathematics is called as probability. अभी ये मैंने verbally explain किया, लेकिन math में इसी possibility को calculate करने के लिए the mathematicians have come up with the concept of probability. So यहाँ पे probability हमको same kind of results ही देंगे, but now it is mathematically backed up. It is backed up with a proper number or proper calculation. इसका रियल लाइफ एप्लीकेशन एक्सटेंसिवली वी कैन से कि वेदर फोरकास्टिंग में यूज होता है. इट इज ऑल्सो यूज्ड टू नो वेदर फॉर द अकरेंस ऑफ एनी नेचुरल डिजास्टर्स ऑल्सो. लाइकवाइज अगर आपको स्पोर्ट्स में भी इफ यू वांट टू प्रेडिक्ट कि हु इज गोइंग टू विन, हु इज नॉट गोइंग टू विन, सो व्हाट दे डू इज ऐसा randomly they are not going to say anything that today India is going to win and England is going to lose, or for that matter Australia is going to lose. Based on what has happened previously, they are going to predict what is going to happen in tomorrow's match. Understood? So ये जो entire possibility है, this is nothing but probability in mathematics, और उसके लिए एक proper process follow होता है. There are certain terms which you need to understand, and that is what we are going to understand in today's video and in the upcoming video. So here, if you want to know the definition of probability, it says that probability is the likelihood of occurrence of an event. What do you mean by likelihood of occurrence of an event? How likely it is that that event is going to occur. So here the likelihood of the event that there is not going to be a rainfall is 70%, whereas there would be a rainy day on the 101st day, उसका likelihood कितना है, तो वो 30% है. So same, जो possibility का logic रहता है वही probability रहता है, but here now we are going to calculate it. Numbers would be involved in it, calculations would be involved in it. So the likelihood of occurrence of an event is called as probability. कितनी likelihood है, how possible it is for this event to occur in terms of numbers is nothing but probability. For example, here I have given certain real life scenarios जहां पे probability का concept use होता है. कैसे, वो आपको धीरे धीरे समझ में आ जाएगा. So first is the occurrence of an earthquake, as I told you. उसका likelihood कितना है, उसकी possibility कितनी है, उसकी probability कितनी है. Similarly, sharing a birthday. So what is the probability that you are sharing a birthday with someone in your town, in your classroom? Uski probability kitni hai? Now, this is something which has not got to do anything with your previous observations also. So उसमें भी probability का concept use होता है. अब ये scenario तो easy था. इसमें you can calculate things verbally also और ऐसे भी, but events like this जहाँ पे previous observations का कोई लेना देना नहीं होता, इसमें भी probability का use होता है. Probability makes things easy for you to know कि आप किसके साथ birthday share कर सकते हो, इसकी probability क्या है in a given, you would say, environment or particular set. Then rolling a die. Now when you roll a die, उसका जो रिजल्ट आएगा, एग्जैक्टली क्या रिजल्ट आ सकता है, उसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या है. मीनिंग इफ यू वांट टू गेट 6 ऑन योर डाइस, देन उसकी पॉसिबिलिटी क्या है, वो भी बेसिकली प्रोबेबिलिटी ही एक्सप्लेन करता है. एंड फाइनली चूजिंग अ कार्ड फ्रॉम द डेक ऑफ कार्ड्स. लेट्स से यू वांट स्पेड का किंग चाहिए आपको, यू वांट टू पिक द king from the spade category, then in that case also उसकी probability क्या है, 52 cards में से you're supposed to pick a king, वो भी spades का, तो उसकी भी probability क्या है, that is also been explained or calculated using this concept of probability. So I hope you all are clear with this. If at all you have any confusion, you can just rewind and listen to the explanation, or also can post down your doubts in the comment section. Now let's move on to understand the different terms that are related to the probability, and they would be extensively used in the upcoming practice set as well. So first thing is कि there's a scenario. Now always remember, जब भी हम probability का chapter पढ़ेंगे, this is closely related to real life, और यहाँ पे हम लोग कुछ scenarios लेंगे. So let's say that rolling a dice बोलो, tossing a coin बोलो, or anything else, these are the scenarios or situations that we would be taking. So here the scenario is you are tossing a coin, and I'm pretty sure कि अगर आप you all know that a coin has two sides. So we have the head and the tail. So these are the two sides of a coin, the head one and the tail one. Now, can you predict the result of, like when you toss a coin, can you predict the result in advance? So the answer is no. I mean, you might say कि एक तो head आ सकता है या tail आ सकता है, but specifically or confidently you cannot say that now I'm tossing the coin and मेरे को पता है कि head ही आएगा. That's not possible, right? You might know the outcomes, that either head is going to come or tail is going to come. Apart from this, nothing is going to come, and that is for sure. But you cannot predict कि exactly result क्या आएगा. So then what is this? So the experiment in which now you consider this situation, probability में when I consider a situation, it is basically considered as an experiment. तो ये एक experiment है जहाँ पे आप एक coin को toss कर रहे हो, and the experiment in which result is known but cannot be predicted in advance. You know the result. Head या tail में से कोई तो एक आएगा. Okay, either you're going to pass in the exam or you're going to fail in the exam. But exactly क्या होगा, वो तो आपने जितना लिखा है उस पर डिपेंड करेगा. सिमिलरली इधर ऑल्सो, इन दिस केस ऑल्सो, वंस यू टॉस द कॉइन इज गोइंग टू लैंड ऑन द फ्लोर. उसके बाद ही आपको पता चलेगा एग्जैक्टली उसमें से क्या आएगा. सो उसके पहले यू कैन नॉट प्रेडिक्ट कि हेड आएगा या टेल आएगा until and unless you are not doing any kind of cheating in that. So the experiment in which result is known, either head or tail is going to come, but cannot be predicted in advance. You cannot say कि हाँ अभी coin land करने के बाद head is only going to come. Such an experiment is called as a random experiment or a certain experiment. It is called as a random experiment. Certain नहीं बोलेंगे, क्यों? Because you are not certain. You don't know what is the outcome. So this is a random experiment, right? सो लेट्स से कि अगर ऐसा कोई कॉइन है जिसके दोनों साइड पे हेड है, राइट? सो इन दिस केस दिस इज नॉट अ रैंडम एक्सपेरिमेंट, क्योंकि कोई भी साइड फ्लिप कर आपको पता है हेड ही आएगा. सो दैट्स अ सर्टेन एक्सपेरिमेंट. लेकिन यहाँ पे दो डिफरेंट आउटकम्स है एंड वी डोंट नो विच वन इज गोइंग टू come on the landed side of the coin. So in that case it is called as a random experiment. So ये एक term है जो probability में use होता है. Random experiment is an experiment whose results are known but cannot be predicted in advance. क्या land करेगा we don't know. We cannot predict in advance. We know the possible results but we cannot predict it in advance. Now the next part is outcomes. Outcomes is again related to the random experiment. तो जो भी results होंगे of the experiment they are called as the outcomes. All possible results. Now I'm not saying कि if a coin is tossed and it is landed on head तो वही outcome है. All possible results which are there, those are called as the outcomes. So rolling a die, when you roll a die, what are the possible outcomes? What are the possible results? So एक तो 1 आ सकता है या 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Can 7 come? No. Can 0 come? No. So these are the numbers which cannot come on the die. लेकिन इसमें से कोई एक sure shot आएगा. So जितने भी आ सकते हैं those are called as results. And you know it is noted or denoted by capital S. Okay. And this S is called as sample space. It is called as sample space. So results और outcomes are basically the results. सारे results को हम एक साथ collect करके उसको sample space बोलते हैं. And collection of all possible outcomes in the random experiment is written as capital S is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. तो इसको इस S को अपन बोलते हैं सैम्पल स्पेस. सो यहाँ पे अपन ने दो टर्म्स देखे. वन वी हैव सीन आउटकम्स एंड द अदर वन इज द सैम्पल स्पेस. सो आउटकम क्या है? रिजल्ट. जो रिजल्ट आएगा वो आउटकम है. सारे पॉसिबल आउटकम्स व्हेन वी टेक देम टुगेदर एंड वी प्लेस देम इन कर्ली ब्रेसेस सेपरेटेड बाय कॉमास, बेसिकली व्हेन वी राइट ऑल पॉसिबल आउटकम्स इन द फॉर्म ऑफ अ सेट, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज the sample space and it is denoted by capital S. So here capital S in the case of rolling a die is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 placed inside curly braces separated by commas. अगर इसके लिए लिखना है then that would be S is equals to H comma T. If we want to write the sample space for the days in a week, then Sunday से लेकर Saturday तक, and you have to separate each of them with a comma. Similarly, there's a situation or experiment that is given to you, random experiment, and the experiment is of tossing two coins together. Now you need to visualize. Probability में visualization is very important. So here there are two coins. So सबसे पहले what I'll be doing is I'll be writing one coin, first coin and the second coin. ठीक है. Now I will be fixing the head for the first coin. ठीक है. तो अगर first coin में head fix है, why I have taken two heads I'll tell you. Because see, second coin के लिए भी दो outcomes आ सकते हैं, head and tail. So when I fix head for the first coin, second coin में भी head आ सकता है. And when I fix again head for the first coin, टेल भी आ सकता है सेकेंड कॉइन में. सिमिलरली व्हेन आई फिक्स टेल फॉर द फर्स्ट कॉइन, सो इधर हेड आ सकता है और इधर टेल आ सकता है इन द सेकेंड कॉइन. सो हियर व्हेन यू ट्राई टू कंबाइन दिस, सो या तो both the coins is going to have heads or head and tail, or tail and head, or tail and tail. So these are the possible outcomes when you write them inside curly braces n equal to s. This is nothing but the sample space. I hope you understood this. When two coins are tossed together, अभी क्या आएगा that we don't know, but we can predict the outcomes, right? Not predict the outcomes, we can write the possible outcomes. So let us fix one. So सबसे पहले फर्स्ट कॉइन में अपन हेड फिक्स कर लेते हैं. तो अगर इधर हेड आएगा तो इधर हेड भी आ सकता है सेकंड कॉइन में, या फिर टेल भी आ सकता है. तो अभी ये हेड वाला सिनारियो खत्म हो गया. लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द टेल वन. सो व्हेन वी टेक टेल एज द फिक्स्ड एलिमेंट इन द फर्स्ट कॉइन, तो इधर हेड आ सकता है, टेल आ सकता है. हेड एंड हेड, एच एंड एच, एच एंड टी, एच टी, टी एंड एच, टी एच, टी एंड टी, टी टी. So this is how I have written the outcomes or the possible outcomes, that is the sample space when you toss two coins simultaneously or two coins together. So to sum it up, in today's video we started with this scenario जहां से हम लोगों ने probability का concept या उसका definition पढ़ा. We saw its relevance in the real life. Then we moved on to knowing certain terms that are related to probability, जैसे कि random experiment, then the outcomes and what is a sample space, and we also wrote sample space for tossing two coins together. I hope you all have understood what has been explained in today's video. Again, I'll tell you, if you have not understood, you can post your doubts in the comment section and reach out to me. I'll surely reply back to you. I hope you all have liked the video. Please do subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends. Thank you so much and see you soon in the next video.